Hello everyone. In this session we will talk about setting the submitting buttons in the online form. Let's take an example. Like here on this online form, I have two buttons. Update to update the content on the same location on my computer remotely through this online form, and the second button sending WhatsApp to a specific number you can specify in the settings text file. But at first, let's close page. Okay. At first, let's talk about general introduction. We are talking about software called TreeShade, and this software totally free. You can install from Adobe Exchange. Go to exchange.adobe.com, and from Creative Cloud page, search for TreeShade. After installing, you will have an extension on Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge. Adobe Bridge, the TreeShade extension, plays a crucial task for files management, content management, and building relations between the files similar to a database, structured database, like between InDesign document and the placed photos. You have the relation in two directions. From any photo, you can query all placing locations of that photo. And if you try to delete a photo, TreeShade will warn you that this photo placed somewhere in some document in all your project. So using TreeShade, you can build the structure of the placed of the assets in a logical and library way. So each photo you keep in its library logical location and place anywhere in your project. You can rename the files, move from folder to folder, and TreeShade will automatically fix the missed links. So don't worry about fixing the missed links, and no need to make links folder in your project. And there is important part for TreeShade related to the internet online form. So you can send the form like this to make design, and when the end user, like your customer or department or marketing team or HR team, anyone who doesn't concern about design, who related to the content, so he can or she can fill the content and upload a new photo and click update to update the content, and simultaneously open the InDesign document remotely in your computer to update the content and export without involving of the graphic designer. Okay, let's start here. Let's go to this project. I have here the relative path inside the tree files in my computer. This is the relative path inside the root folder, because after installing you need to create root folder. TreeShade will ask you to create root folder. I have here TRST, and this folder workshop created automatically, and within this folder you're supposed to put your project files and edit them. So let's go to this location, DW10 template, then this random capital letters. Let's put project on the right. Okay. Now inside workshop DW10 template, then this folder, then inside this folder list, then at the end 2BV, most at the end this 2BV. Okay, this is the online form. Here I have two versions of the document, so the two versions revealed here. If you clicked on versions, you will have a list of versions, have a prefix at the start. Let's move this to trash. From TreeShade menu, select move to trash. Cancel now. Here this location versions it's not supposed to edit this location, so you will see this red line for warning. You need to go to workshop. Workshop is the same relative path, but instead of this folder versions, you will get workshop. So they mirrored. And if you rename a file here or move from folder to folder, it will be reflected on the output locations. Let's refresh. Now we have version 2. Why it's not loaded? Let's see. If you save a document, TreeShade will ask you to check in the document. After checking in, a new PDF file will be exported. The PDF file will be updated, and a new JPG files for the page will be updated, and TreeShade will automatically switch to Adobe Bridge and reveal the PDF file. Okay. Now, after checking in, we have a preview on the online form, a thumbnail for the InDesign document, and the content. Here we have live snippet for the subject. If we go to workshop, the same project but in workshop location, editing location. Here we have folder, data, and inside data you have subject, this text file revealed here, and this background image. And I have placed the content inside InDesign document. So here we have live snippet. This live snippet have paragraph style subject. Let's try to delete and place again. You can place a live snippet by selecting place from file menu, similar to placing an image, then select the text file. Or you can, on Adobe Bridge, right click on the text file, select place, then in InDesign. Now you have placed the text. But the problem here, to make this placing active, you need to change in preferences. In preferences, it's important to change in file handling and check this create links when placing text and spreadsheet files. Okay. Now let's try again. Right click on the text file, place in InDesign. And you have a new live snippet. The live snippet is a snippet from the text, marked at first by anchored text frame. This text frame have style, object style, snippet start marker, and have paragraph style, snippet start marker, and it's non-printing, so it's only for graphic designer to know the location of the snippet. At the end, you have a special character, this special character in nested style here. The same special character for ending the style. It's used in nesting style. Okay, anyway, you have complete menu called live snippet for placing and managing the text files. You have dynamic dynamic identifier for the relative path of the snippet. So it changed from snippet to snippet, redirected automatically depending on variables. Dynamic content, the content of the snippet itself, different depending on variables and relative paths for other files. You have dynamic style, paragraph style, object style, character style, and dynamic replace. You can replace text by text automatically when the snippet updated. Here, to place the live snippet, instead of right-clicking on the text file and selecting place in InDesign, you can select this, place live snippet, but before that you need to insert the text cursor inside the text frame and select, while the text cursor inside, select place live snippet, and now here you need to write the relative path to the file, like data, but here you need to know the file name, or at least the first word, no need for the rest. Data subject, the first word or the first letter. Okay, now the same thing happened, the snippet placed. Okay, of course you can copy and paste this snippet anywhere in different text frame, and you can copy the start marker and repeat using find replace, and it not necessary to be the whole story, it can be a snippet inside the story. And here the power of live snippet, because typically and by default you can place a text file, external text file in InDesign, but at that time it must be the whole story, and I think it must be the whole text frame, I'm not sure. And also it's static, the same text file placed in its content. But here in dynamic, in this live snippet, you can make the snippet dynamic, so it have a variable to be placed directly or to refer to external path and retrieve a list of files to be placed. These files can be text files and can be also image, so you can build a content. Like for example, I'm talking now about different subject, so let's stop and let's talk about what we intend to talk about. Hi Muhammad Arib. I hope this solve problem for you, and I hope to increase the users of this software and get feedback so I can develop the software. So try the software and don't hesitate to ask any question. Okay. To make online form, after installing TreeShade, you need to execute this file, main.js, and you will find on the root folder. As you remember, after installing TreeShade, it will ask you to create root folder for your project. After creating that folder and selecting it, a new file will be created there. it's called main.js. Execute this file in Windows PowerShell or in what it's called in Mac, in terminal. Go to the folder where the file exists using cd like d trst, then after going to the folder, write node, then main.js. But to execute the file, you need to install Node.js. Node.js you can install free from Google. Just search for, just write Node.js, and you will find here nodejs.org. Install the software, and after installing you need also to open the file main.js in VS Code. Also VS Code is free, you can install. Here at the beginning of the file you will have plugins or package related to the software, like Formidable, OpenAI, Puppeteer. This important, like Formidable for the online form, and NodeMailer for sending email, because here you can send email when the user submits a form. It's important for workflow. Here you have QR code for generating QR code. How to install these? Copy any one of them, NodeMailer, and search on the internet how to install, like Formidable Mailer, and you will find here. And this is the command. Just copy and execute in the same folder. Then execute all for these commands, like NodeMailer, then Formidable. So here like execute like this. And then remove NodeMailer and install the other, Puppeteer or NodeMailer. We installed NodeMailer. Install Formidable. Then run your software. Node mail.js. After executing the server, you need also this service or other service to connect the server to the internet. Here I have ngrok. It's free if you don't want specific URL, specific domain. But if you want specific domain, you need to subscribe, you need to purchase about $8 monthly. And after executing, you need to open the domain once. So TreeShade will update the domain name. Then you can go to Adobe Bridge and create a new folder for your first project, like inside workshop folder. Let's create testing folder. Inside testing, go to TreeShade menu, select new, then data. This will create a text file, ts_key. Click OK. And now if you double click on this text file, the online form will be opened. Now you have empty a new online form. And here inside this text file that has this flag ts_key, to determine that it's an online form, the location, open online form, no. Then the text file content opened. Inside the text file you have this button, update, then colon, then update in the same location. This is the default, the minimum. You can add different command like backup to make backup. Let's name backup in the same location but inside folder called backup, and then you can write random character and letters. Okay, that's it. Now let's make any content. Write folder called data to match this word of the text file. You can change it, it's not necessary data, but they must match. So the folder bear to the file and load the content of data on the online form. Here let's make any text file like employee name, and from TreeShade menu, new photo. These files in a new submenu all exist in a specific folder installed with the software as template files, and you can reveal the path to add more files. But if you add more files to be revealed here, you need to restart Adobe Bridge. You can remove the path from TreeShade menu, and you can add a new path. It's important for building content. Any repeated item, but here. And let's select photo. We have two photos. Let's delete this. TreeShade, move to trash, cancel, no. Okay, now if we load the online form, you will have the content reflected on the online form, employee name and the photo. So the end user can upload a new photo and can write a new text. And then if you click update, the text in your computer and the photo will be updated. And here, if you click backup instead of update, what will happen? Let's see what will happen inside the settings file. ts underscore key. If we open, let's open in VS Code. Here we have two buttons, update in the same location and backup inside folder called backup, and here we have random capital letters and digits. By default the length will be 5. You can increase the length, you can make different lengths and different type of randomization digits. Like if you write a capital 1 and then underscore then 10, now you will have random, the length will be 10 from digits and capital letters. If you add a small, then capital letters and small letters and digits. If you remove a capital, then small letters and digits. Okay, like that. 1, this means only digits. Let's save the document now. And because we modified the text file, let's reload the online form. And let's click backup. Now automatically TreeShade will create this folder backup, and here you will have this random digits, the length of 10, and have the content here, the entire project. So the user can update the content by clicking update and can back up by clicking this button. Here you have flexible and dynamic updating, and you can write here inside the text file any buttons you want. You can add WhatsApp to send message for WhatsApp. You can add a button for sending email, and the variables that you can use in addition to this random, there are many variables, and you will find here in main.js file. If you open, all these variables you can use, like day, second, day, minute, day, hours, weekday order, month order, time hexadecimal, random. We use this random. File level, file display, all these you can use in the variable. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to ask any question about installing or using the software. It's totally free and you can install from Adobe Exchange. Go to exchange.adobe.com and search in Creative Cloud for TreeShade.